Hey, howdy do out there everyone, my name is Michael and welcome to the Duke Corner, where I do the doodles for practice and fun. And the fabled day has arrived. I have been hard at work on animations for class, and this is the first one out of the pipeline. I was tasked with making a logo for a fictional design company and animating it. I didn't really need a fictional one because I just use a shorthand of my tag as a designer anyway. I wanted to have it very simple, so the whole logo is just MRED design, with a little triangle at the top part of the logo for the shape. Which, isn't necessary, but I just wanted a shape. Which I then used to turn into a pen nib and have the pen swipe across the page and write out the words, which is what you're seeing me fiddle with very slowly right now. I've only ever used Adobe Animate once before, and that was for like a very short amount of time and it wasn't very fun, so I gave up. And this wasn't very fun either. Maybe I'll have more fun with the program as I learn it, but right now I just think it's a dumb program, especially compared to the other Adobes. I know Illustrator good, and I like Illustrator good, and Animate is like using a 20-year-old version of Illustrator. That's how it feels at least. Just very primitive and frustrating. I know you can do great work in Adobe Animate, I just haven't clicked in my head yet. But anyway, despite all these struggles, I had this idea midway that I would play on the red in the name and make the name turn red. And once I was done with that, I wasn't satisfied with it just turning red, I wanted there to be a shadow behind it as well. But once there was a shadow behind it, I thought it'd be silly if it wasn't glowing like a light, so I turned it into a light. But then if the light was going to show, I needed it to be dark, so I had the screen fade to dark, and then I needed a gradient to rise over the whole thing to illuminate it so that I could actually see all the rest of the shapes in the background. So long story short, basically, this is what I had to make. Just shapes. Just moving shapes. But I kept adding things and making it less like shapes and more into a story. Which, yeah, that kind of tracks for me. But finally it was done, the culmination of a few hours of freeform learning. And I say learning liberally because there wasn't really much teaching other than how to make a tween, and there wasn't much teaching on the fundamentals of animation, which is fine because I already knew most of that part. But yeah, basically just playing with the shapes on my own, I managed to make an animation, which I exported, added a few sounds in post in Premiere, and now here it is.
Drum roll, please.
Yeah, it's short and simple, and has qualities to be desired, but it's pretty great all the same for, Okay, so counting the turnaround, and the one bouncing ball I did, and the other motion doodles I made on Nintendo Flip Note 10 years ago, I would call this my 2.5 animation. Anyway, I'm really happy about it, and I'm working on even more right now, along with other drawings and designs. Oh God, the designs I have done. What abhorrent inventions have peered into the deep
Soul of the emptiest void.
Yeah. So stick around next week to see what happens when anime and Boy Scouts come together in one unholy thing. But thank you all for watching very much. If you did enjoy, and I hope you did, then please do all the likes and bells and subscribbles things. And without any further ado, farewell.